Something within you has changed. You may not be able to fully explain it, but deep down, you feel it. It's as if an invisible force is pulling you towards something greater, something beyond the ordinary. The world around you looks the same, but it no longer feels the same. People you once connected with now seem distant. Places that once felt familiar now feel empty. Conversations that once interested you now seem meaningless. This is not just a phase. This is the awakening of your soul. The universe has been whispering to you, nudging you toward this very moment. The signs have been all around you. Repeating numbers, strange coincidences, an unshakable feeling that you are meant for something bigger. You may have brushed it off, thinking it was just your imagination. But it's not. It's real. And it's happening right now. The reason you are experiencing this shift is because your soul is ready for the next level. You are no longer aligned with the old version of yourself. The things that once comforted you no longer do. The distractions that once kept you occupied now feel empty. The relationships that once defined you now feel forced. This is the universe's way of preparing you for transformation. It is clearing space for something new. But here's the challenge. Most people resist this change. They cling to the familiar, even when the familiar no longer serves them. They hold on to people, places, and habits that no longer align with their higher self. They feel the pull towards something greater, but fear keeps them trapped. Fear of the unknown. Fear of letting go. Fear of stepping into a version of themselves they've never met before. But this is not a time for fear. This is a time for trust. The shift you are feeling is not here to break you. It's here to awaken you. You have spent years preparing for this moment, whether you realize it or not. Every struggle, every heartbreak, every disappointment has led you to this exact point. It's not a coincidence. It's a calling. And the truth is, the universe will not wait forever. If you ignore the signs, they will only get louder. If you resist the transformation, life will force you into it. Everything that is happening right now is happening for a reason. And if you are feeling this shift, it means the universe is inviting you to step into your higher self. The question is, will you answer the call? This is the turning point. If you ignore it, you may find yourself stuck in the same cycles, overthinking, doubting, questioning your worth. You may keep attracting the same situations, the same struggles, the same frustrations. The reason is simple. Nothing in your outer world can change until you change internally. Most people spend their entire lives waiting for something external to save them. They wait for the perfect opportunity, the right person, the right moment. But that moment never comes, because the change they are waiting for has to happen inside first. The reality you live in is simply a reflection of what you believe, what you think, and what you feel. Until you shift within, your life will remain the same. But this is where your power lies. You are not here to wait for change. You are here to be the change. The world does not shape you. You shape the world. And right now, you are being given the opportunity to step into that power. If you don't take this step, nothing will change. The same doubts will return. The same obstacles will appear. The same frustrations will haunt you. Not because life is against you, but because life is responding to the energy you put out. You are at a crossroads. Stay where you are, or step into the unknown and discover what you are truly capable of. Many chosen ones get stuck at this stage. They feel the shift, but they hesitate. They overthink. They second guess. They ask for more signs. But the truth is, the signs have already come. If you are still waiting for a sign, this is your sign. You are not here by accident. You are not hearing this by mistake. You are being guided, but the final step is yours to take. And here's the thing. If you don't take this step now, the universe will push you into it later. The discomfort you are feeling is not meant to break you. It is meant to move you. The things falling apart in your life are not punishments. They are redirections. The relationships ending, the old patterns crumbling, the sense of emptiness, it's all part of the transformation. The final step is about surrendering to the process. Stop fighting it. Stop trying to hold on to what no longer serves you. Stop resisting what your soul already knows. The longer you resist, the harder it becomes. The universe will keep removing what is not meant for you until you are left with no choice but to evolve. The question is, will you embrace the change now, or will you wait for life to force you into it? Everything in your life is a reflection of what you hold inside. If you constantly feel stuck, it's because something inside you is holding on to limitations. If you always struggle with money, love, or success, it's because deep down, there is a belief inside you that is blocking it. The universe does not give you what you want, it gives you what you are. If you see yourself as unworthy, the universe will mirror that belief by bringing you situations that confirm it. If you see yourself as abundant, the universe will mirror that abundance back to you. This is why change must happen within first. Think about it like a mirror. If you stand in front of a mirror and frown, the reflection frowns back. If you smile, the reflection smiles. You cannot change the reflection by touching the mirror. You must change yourself first. The same applies to life. You cannot change your outer world by forcing things to happen. You must first change your inner world, and then reality will shift to match it. Most people try to manipulate the reflection. They chase money, relationships, success, thinking these things will make them happy. But they never feel fulfilled, because they have not changed internally. They are trying to change the outer world while remaining the same inside, and that is why nothing changes. If you want to attract abundance, you must first see yourself as abundant. If you want to attract love, you must first love yourself. If you want to attract success, you must first believe you are worthy of it. The mirror of reality cannot be tricked. It simply reflects back what you hold within. This is why your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions matter so much. Every time you say, "I'm not good enough," the universe responds, "Okay, here's more." Proof. Every time you say, "Nothing ever works out for me," the universe says, "Okay, here's more evidence." But if you shift your belief to "I am worthy, I am powerful, I am divinely guided," the universe will reflect that back to you. This is the secret that most people never understand. They spend their lives trying to change the reflection, never realizing that the real power is in changing the image they project. Once you shift within, the world outside will begin to shift as well. It may take time, but it will happen. The universe has no choice but to mirror back what you believe. So the question is, what are you projecting? What beliefs are you feeding? What energy are you putting out? If your life is not reflecting what you want, it's because something inside you is still aligned with the old version of yourself. The good news, you have the power to change it. Right here, right now, you are not who you were yesterday. You are not even who you were an hour ago. Every moment you are evolving, shifting and becoming. The question is, are you becoming who you want to be, or are you unconsciously repeating the past? The biggest mistake most people make is holding on to an old identity that no longer serves them. They say, "This is just who I am," without realizing that their identity is not fixed. It is a choice. Who you are today is simply a reflection of the beliefs, habits, and thoughts you have repeated over time. And if you do not consciously choose a new identity, you will remain stuck in the old one. Chosen ones are meant to transform. You are not here to stay the same. You are here to evolve into the highest version of yourself. But to do that, you must first create a new identity. You must decide right now who you are becoming. Not who you have been, not who others expect you to be, but who you truly are. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine your highest self, the version of you that is fully aligned, fully empowered, fully in flow with the universe. What does that version of you think? How does that version of you feel? How does that version of you act? Now ask yourself, are you living as that person today? Or are you still stuck in old patterns, old habits, old ways of thinking? The only thing standing between you and your highest self is the identity you choose to hold on to. If you want to, be free. You must first see yourself as free. If you want to be abundant, you must first see yourself as abundant. Your self-image is the foundation of everything you manifest in life. Until you shift your self-image, nothing external will change. This is why chosen ones go through so many trials and challenges, because the universe is forcing them to shed their old identity. Every hardship, every setback, every moment of isolation, it was never a punishment. It was a preparation. The old version of you had to die so the new version of you could be born. And now you stand at a crossroads. You can cling to the old identity, the old beliefs, the old habits, or you can step into the new. The shift has already begun. The only question is, will you choose to become who you were always meant to be? One of the biggest struggles for chosen ones is waiting. You do the inner work, you shift your mindset, you raise your vibration, but nothing seems to change. It feels like the universe is silent, like your prayers are unheard, like your efforts are wasted. But that is an illusion. Just because you don't see results yet does not mean nothing is happening. In reality, everything is already moving in your favor. The energy has already shifted. The manifestation has already begun. But here's what you need to understand. Physical reality takes time to catch up. Think of it like planting a seed. When you place a seed in the soil, nothing happens at first. Days pass, weeks pass, and still, nothing. But beneath the surface, everything is happening. The seed is breaking open. The roots are forming. The foundation is being built. And then, one day a tiny sprout appears. Manifestation works the same way. The moment you decide on a new identity, a new reality, a new path, the seed is planted. But you must give it time to grow. If you keep digging up the soil every day to check, you will only delay the process. Most people give up too soon. They say, it's not working, and they abandon their vision before it has a chance to manifest. They let doubt creep in. They let fear take over. And in doing so, they reset the process again and again. Chosen one, hear this. The universe is not testing your patience. It is testing your faith. Can you hold the vision, even when there is no proof? Can you trust the process, even when it seems like nothing is happening? Can you become the person you are meant to be, even before reality reflects it back to you? This is the hardest part of the journey, the waiting, the uncertainty, the silence. But this is also the most important part, because this is where faith is built. If you can trust the unseen, you will be rewarded with miracles beyond your imagination. So, stop looking for instant results. Stop doubting just because you don't see immediate change. Your manifestation is already happening. You just need to hold the vibration long enough for it to materialize. Your words shape your world. Every time you speak, every time you think, you are giving the universe instructions on what to create. This is why affirmations are so powerful, because they reprogram your subconscious mind and shift the energy you attract. Right now, your mind is running on autopilot. Decades of conditioning, programming, and past experiences have built the beliefs you hold today. If those beliefs are rooted in scarcity, doubt, and limitation, then that is what your reality will reflect back to you. But the good news is, you can rewrite those beliefs. You can install new thoughts, new patterns, new realities. And affirmations are the key. Every time you say, "I am worthy," you are rewriting years of self-doubt. Every time you say, "I am powerful," you are breaking through old limitations. Every time you say, "I am chosen," you are stepping into your divine purpose. The trick is consistency. You cannot say an affirmation once and expect your world to change. Just like going to the gym, it takes repetition. The more you say it, the more your subconscious accepts it as truth. Start by creating 2 sets of affirmations, one for your identity and one for your worldview. For identity, I am powerful beyond measure. I am a magnet for divine blessings. I am fearless in my pursuit of purpose. For worldview, the universe always works in my favor. Everything happens at the perfect time. Life is unfolding exactly as it should. Say these every day. Write them down. Repeat them until they become second nature. At first, your mind may resist. It may say, "This isn't true. That's normal. It's just your old programming fighting back." But if you stay consistent, you will start to believe them. And once you believe them, your reality will have no choice but to reflect them. Because the universe does not respond to what you want, it responds to what you believe. And once you believe in your power, your worth, your divine purpose, nothing will be able to stop you. Fear has been your greatest enemy. It has whispered lies in your mind, convincing you that you are not ready, not capable, not strong enough. It has kept you stuck in old patterns, afraid to take risks, afraid to step into the unknown. But here's the truth. Fear is an illusion. It only has power if you believe in it. Think about the moments in your life when fear held you back. How many opportunities did you miss? How many times did you want to speak up, but fear silenced you? How many dreams did you abandon because fear convinced you it was impossible? Now ask yourself this. What if you had moved forward despite the fear? What if you had ignored its lies and taken the leap anyway? The biggest deception of fear is that it makes you believe it's protecting you. But in reality, it is only trapping you. Fear is not here to keep you safe. It is here to keep you small. Every great transformation, every spiritual awakening, every breakthrough begins with one thing: overcoming fear. Fear will always be there, but you do not have to obey it. It will tell you to stay in your comfort zone, but your soul knows that nothing grows there. The only way to move forward is to feel the fear and do it anyway. Because once you step through the fear, you will realize it was never real to begin with. It was just a shadow, a trick of the mind, a test to see if you are truly ready for the next level. The universe has been preparing you for this moment. Every hardship, every challenge, every lesson was designed to build your strength. You have already survived things that once seemed impossible. You have already proven that you are stronger than your doubts. So why stop now? Why let fear win when you have come so far? Chosen one, it's time to release fear once and for all. It has no place in your future. It has no control over your destiny. The next step of your awakening requires faith, not fear. And the only way to move forward is to trust that you are already being guided. If you keep facing the same struggles, the same setbacks, the same disappointments, it is not because you are cursed. It is because you have not yet broken the cycle. Life keeps repeating lessons until you learn them. The mirror of reality keeps reflecting the same experiences until you change from within. This is one of the hardest truths to accept, but it is also the most empowering. It means you are not stuck. You are simply being given another chance to master a lesson that your soul needs to evolve. But if you ignore the lesson, if you keep reacting the same way, thinking the same thoughts, making the same choices, the cycle will continue. Look at your life right now. What patterns keep repeating? Are you constantly struggling with self-worth? Do you keep attracting toxic relationships? Do you feel like no matter how hard you try, things never work out? These are not random experiences. They are mirrors showing you exactly what needs to be healed. The key to breaking the cycle is changing how you respond. If you want new results, you must make new choices. If you want a different reflection in the mirror, you must project a different image. Stop waiting for life to change. Change yourself first, and life will follow. Instead of focusing on what is wrong, focus on what is shifting. Instead of reacting to obstacles, observe them without attachment. The moment you stop feeding energy into the old patterns, they lose power over you. And when that happens, the cycle breaks. You are not trapped. You are being given the opportunity to rewrite your story. You are being asked, who do you choose to be now? The past does not define you. The old patterns do not control you. The mirror will reflect whatever image you decide to project. So choose wisely. Choose power. Choose growth. There is nothing more powerful than surrender. Not giving up, but letting go of control. Too many chosen ones get stuck because they are trying to force things, trying to predict every outcome, trying to make things happen on their timeline. But the truth is, the universe already has a plan. Your job is not to control the plan, it is to trust it. When you hold on to resistance, you block the flow of energy. When you try to micromanage every step, you create unnecessary struggle. But when you surrender, when you trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, miracles happen effortlessly. Think about the times in your life when things worked out unexpectedly. When the right person showed up at the right time. When an opportunity appeared out of nowhere. When something you thought was a loss turned out to be a blessing. This is what happens when you stop forcing, stop resisting, and start flowing with divine timing. Surrender does not mean doing nothing. It means taking inspired action, but without attachment. It means showing up as your highest self, but trusting that what is meant for you will come to you effortlessly. It means believing that even when things don't make sense, the universe is still guiding you. This is the final step, letting go and trusting. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Trust that every challenge is shaping you into the person you are meant to become. Trust that if something is not happening yet, it is because the perfect timing has not yet arrived. The shift has already begun. You are already on the path. Now, all that is left to do is surrender and walk forward in faith. This moment is not random. Everything in your life has led you to this exact point. You have felt the shift. You have seen the signs. You have been called to step into a higher version of yourself. And now, the final step is before you. No more hesitation, no more doubt, no more waiting for the perfect moment. This is the moment. The universe has given you everything you need. The knowledge, the wisdom, the strength. It is already within you. The only thing left to do is trust. Look back at your journey. See how far you have come. See how much you have grown. Every challenge, every struggle, every moment of uncertainty was never meant to break you. It was meant to prepare you. And now you are ready. The mirror of reality is waiting. It will reflect whatever you decide to project. Choose to see yourself as powerful. Choose to believe in your worth. Choose to trust that you are divinely guided. And as you do, reality will shift before your eyes. Your journey is just beginning. Step forward. Step into your highest self. The universe is waiting for you to finally claim who you were always meant to be. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments below. Share your experience, your insights, and your thoughts. Like this video to affirm your transformation, and if you haven't yet, subscribe so we can continue this journey together. You are not alone, you are chosen, and this is just the beginning.